Alright, let's take a look at Farthest Frontier, and this is kind of test run, but anyways, should be fine. What to tell about this game? Potential? Yes. Good right now? 2 days and I'm done. I have finished the game. And by finished, I mean I have built everything that there is. I've fought back enemies that are coming with battling rams. What else can there be? Leveled up to the maximum, town center, everything. So there is nothing left to do. But you're not here for that part. I will share some thoughts on this point. I think the version currently is 0.7.4. So 2 fixes there are already applied. Fixing some things, so maybe in future there will be less, so I'm not going to go in depth but share the current state of the game. All right, so I'm launching, just don't mind the speed. We are not trying, there's nothing to achieve, so I'm not rushing anywhere. And yeah, of course, these are the current highest possible buildings as well, so yeah, it's done. Yes, don't mind, I'm missing the trees. You need a lot of trees. But first, some thoughts on what I realized. So, all the game, basically everything evolves and revolves around the food. Because the food spoils. This is basically, that's it. That's, if you find a solution for food, you are good. The rest of that, materials and everything, the key thing about that is trading center. You can purchase everything, you can sell everything randomly whenever the traders approach. Traders approach approximately in springtime, whenever there's, well, after the winter. Let's put it in this way. And then you have your chance to trade things. I, for example, just recently built the clay pit, but I was already having pottery and bricks and everything because I just purchased clay whenever trader approached, and clay is pretty cheap, so I didn't bother to actually dig it out. So as fast as you can, as soon as you can, trading center is absolutely needed. Once you have it, you're basically good. So that's one thing. Second thing, why I started, basically food. Everything is about food. So for food, let's start with, obviously, the higher level you go with your town center, the more buildings you will have, the more end results and goal buildings you will have. For example, glass, you make glassware. That's not the point. The point is where is somewhere near. I have, oh yeah, this preservist building, which basically takes whatever food you have, the fruits, the berries, the roots, and preserves them. Otherwise, they spoil really fast, like absolutely fast. So this building does not produce any food, but prolongs the spoilage. The same for barrels and whatnot, but before this absolutely last level building, you can have, let's say, workarounds. My favorite and absolutely easiest to get is barn. Barn, I think, unlocks at the level 2, right? Food production, tier 2. Yes, you don't have it right away, but next one is barn. Get it. Get it as soon as you can. Because milk spoils fast. Oh, the cheesemaker was in the 3rd level. Yeah, you have to wait anyways. Milk is produced through the whole year, all the time, every time. Let me just open it up. For example, you see 800 here, only 500 here. But that's not only thing. Also, you will produce meat whenever your population is reached. There's a lot of things around it, but basically there's a stable food income. Otherwise, when you have anything you grow, you know, in the winter time nothing grows, so yeah, nothing there. And hunter, of course, and fisher is other alternatives, but we'll discuss that in a moment. So for this is a good example. Of course, you need some grain or root vegetables that also can be gathered from outside the world, the cabbages and whatnot. But the main thing is, through the whole year, every time, every moment whenever you have enabled milking, you will have milk. So that is another food source. Then, when every winter there is some, you see, the birth previous year was two cows. When it exceeds, those cows are butchered. When they're butchered, every cow gives 500 meat. 500. For example, when there are two butchered, there is 1,000 meat, right? On top of the milk coming all the time, and on top of that there are pelts, and on top of that there are tallow. So barn, even if you don't have cheese, let's stick with the tier 2, and milk all the time, then occasionally a lot of meat and tallow and pelts. So basically it's like a hunter with extra milk. And yeah, you probably are thinking, yeah, but you need something to feed through the winter. I don't want to encourage to do that all the time, but cows, if they are well fed, can, at least for me, I saw they can live through whole winter without eating anything. They will have this health bar dropping, because they are eating outside. When you put field where they are gathering, they are not consuming anything on a summertime. So basically they need just past the winter. And at the autumn they are going back to the barn. Then you need some food in there, because then they start consuming that feed that is there. If there's nothing, the health slowly goes down. They usually at the end of the winter they are kind of sick, and then springtime kicks in. It's springtime and they are going out, starting to eat. Health goes back, health regenerates. So basically I have seen how it's possible to pass the winter, right? I guess they are not best conditions. They probably will die at some point, but yeah, anyways. To combat that, obviously you see you can get any root vegetables or grain, right? And so you see, this is when early winter, they're coming and they start eating. And yeah, I have food anyways. You get the idea. I strongly believe there is more food coming out from those cows than they eat the grains, so that is absolutely valuable. Then on the third tier, you will have, where was it? Cheesemaker. Cheesemaker also does not produce anything, converts 10 milk into 10 cheese. Cheese stays longer. Cheese does not spoil. If you're wandering in the corner, you can see precisely. So for me, I consume as much milk as it's produced, and as you can see, I basically eat a lot of it as well. Little to no spoilage. If we, for example, compare to berries, they are just dying. I can't conserve them all. That's basically, as I mentioned, the whole game is about things spoiling. This is absolutely the worst graph you currently can see. Production spike, that's when the fields are harvestable, and then right after that, boom, it's all spoiled. And then again spike, and then again spike, and actual consumption is at nothing. That's ridiculous, those greens. What else? So yeah, the preserving is important. Right in the same time, you can see under protein, you see a fish that spoils quite fast, and then there's, you see, there is no spoiled for smoked fish, because they stay longer as long as basically it's need to be eaten. Eggs are, I'm not collecting them, and meat. Yeah, meat, as you can see as well. Huge spikes when the cows most likely was butchered, and huge spoilage. Yeah, huge spoilage. I paused the game. Where was it? Meat. In the same time. When, from other hand, when you smoke that meat, it's not additional something. It's not like usually games have it, like you have 5 raw meat and then you processing 10 cooked meat, like giving extra. This is basically, whole game is about and around to preserve food, to get food all the time through the winter. So why I paused the game, because you see now just 1 year passed, we are in early spring. Didn't realize the spring is already this, because it's confusing because this bar is also white, but yeah, okay, I guess that's a spring snow. Anyways, 5 livestock animals were born. 5. You know what it means? 13 from 12, and there's 14 from 12. As you can see, this Ironwind is already butchering meat. And you will see the numbers, the meat, they will get it. And it was problematic at the first, the population was staying, my brother also complained. I don't know how I managed to do that, I clicked a lot. You can manually slaughter, don't do that. Herd size is basically how to manage it. You can set different numbers, I don't know how, why, but 12 works for me. If I set anything else, just click it like a maniac and it should be fine, okay? That's how it goes. That's my advice. Because at one point, when it was reached and overpassed the limit, nothing was happening. These guys, they were not butchering them in any way or shape or form. I don't know if that updated fixed version did it. I don't think I saw it in the patch notes, but anyways, yeah, you see, done. We have meat. It's butchering meat. There's more meat coming or going. Perfect. So yeah, and don't forget to set grazing. Also, yeah, I don't know why for me the game broke, because normally when you click it at start, at the first version when it was just released, the early access still, it should color the ground so you know where to put the graze. You can't put anywhere. I shall show you how to bypass this problem. Open up a fruit production and pick up barn once again. You see, now we have these colored areas where this fodder bonus will be. It's not for the building itself, but where the cows are put. For example, I know this area is good, so you see fodder quality is 67. If I select it and place it here, 75. Great improvement. So that's how you set so that your cows are healthy and good. So a bit more on the food. Yeah, of course, you need something. Don't start with the big fields right away. My advice would be to start with 5 times 5. That's the minimum you can have. All right, we're pausing. We'll get back to fields in a moment. So here we have 43 raiders coming in. And they want my tasty and awesome food and things. So yeah, selecting F2, F3 or F4. I always play with everything at the max, because you can remove the tags, then you can add the tags for your people, but only when you have the 3rd level on. Basically that means nameplates and what they're doing, everything on, a lot of things going on the screen. Only then you will be able to clearly see how much big, from what angle, where are coming enemies, right? So this is important. Of course, Yeah, pausing the game a little bit cheaty, but I'll show you why, because I have my tactics how to deal with that. Tactics is simple. At the start, they always come for vault or storage or town trading center or town center. Actually, town center the least interesting person, because interesting building, because there is no materials. They are coming for materials. So as you can see, I have all these crucial buildings. For the moment, I will decay all at one place, and these red things you see, this is literally the buildings, this towers, upgraded watchtowers, disabled. Why disabled? So they don't run on my money, because I need them only once in 3 or 4 years when these riders are coming. So as soon as you see it, you pause it, then you come and make every of the towers working. I have, upgraded towers, of course, are the better. The first 6 towers unupgraded worked pretty fine. Then I have quite a big city. I have another set. If they come from that side, then I enable these ones. But as of now, I don't see reason. Okay, fine, I will enable this one too, because it's to capture if anyone wanders in that direction. So what happens now? Let me set on the... So you see, these little buggers, they are coming from this... Ah, right. I forgot to rebuild from previous attack. That's my problem. Anyways, let me just... My fault. That fence has only one job, and one job only. To help back. Okay, I see they're coming here too, so we'll enable these buildings too. If you're wondering how come and why I do that, well, as I said, saving money, because they are quite not expensive. Now, as you can see, money is not a problem, but at the beginning, absolutely no point of running the towers all the time. So the fence did the job, because now, once they are inside, if you look, our towers are almost ready to fight back. Let's see if they are. Yeah, they are. So until enemies are inside my city, these towers... Okay, let's enable this one as well. My towers are already fully ready to defend. Well, fully, that's an overstatement. As you can see, this one is without arrows. Well, stupid you. Let's see how it's going. Yeah, these towers work perfectly to intercept enemies as well. They sometimes go straight to follow some villager, and as soon as your towers start shooting, they run toward the tower and die. I like the part when they die. And when the health is too low, they try to run away and still die. Yeah, the dying part about raiders is my favorite part. So let's see how we're doing here. None of them run to the vault. Warriors are quite strong. The strongest of them all is shield bearers. They are absolutely the worst. These thieves, they die like nothing. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So you see, oh no, my building is attacked. In slow-mo, it looks even sillier than before. So even if they manage to snatch any good from this market, they still have to run through. My stupid towers are without time. Oh no, this is one. This one is working. Cool. Yes, please. Oh no. Let's take a look. Oh, some of them are still here. Can't get through the... Oh, some of them escaped. You bastards. Okay, fine. I'm just speeding up because there's no... They have no chance. They stood no chance. And these are also leaving. That's it. We defended. I will not pause now. Let's continue. First thing you always need to remember, disable garrison, because sometimes they get into garrison to defend your town center, some really crucial people. But you asking what is crucial? What if? And yes, one time it was my miller brought in, and I didn't realize I allowed them to leave from this garrison. No flour for me, so no bread for me, and that was a hectic winter. All right, so now what we do, that's quite a lot of money going to the towers. I will not need for at least 2 or 3 years. Oh, did I mention this is the hardest difficulty level there is? And it's not hard. It's definitely not hard. I don't super enjoy the fact about the game that you need to basically waste and that the whole food is spoiling. But yeah, apparently this is the core game. So as we are now safe, we are just allowing those workers to do something else, whatever it is they want to do. Oh yeah, this one tower I will leave working for one reason only. Unfortunately, we have boars here, and boars tend to attack and frighten my villagers, so that tower, okay, this tower will take care of that. So now, yeah, if you're wondering how to deal with broken fence, how I should be done already previously, press X, or managing the walls, if you're wondering what is. It is basically made a tool so you can drag and it marks all the fence. And you see in this moment I have, or I don't have wood actually. Well, that's upgrade cost, I hope. Yes. Ooh. So there was no broken parts, and here I can with one click automatically fix them all. Let's see how the village, there was definitely more than, it somehow stupidly splits them, but the portion that came 22 raiders, yeah. Oh, this is the right number. 45 left. 3, they managed to kill 3 villagers, 2 buildings somewhere. If I find them, not a single thing was looted. And I have no more storage place. So another, I need to hit a pause because I missed 1 day left when this guy will leave. Damn it. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, we have a guy with the clay. Before you leave, buy and transfer everything away. What else? Ooh, you are into buying beer business. What if I take away all your money? Yeah, there is a thing you need, that all the items you want to sell in this inventory. So basically you need to transfer them. You can do that prior. So if you have a lot of something you want to sell, you can order to already bring 500 such items, so the next time trader comes, you can right away sell it. Currently, after 1 day, the guy is leaving, so no chance for me. But I need to take a look if there's anything I am interested in buying. Absolutely, because somehow I ended up without... I don't mind the price, because remember, I have no place to put the gold. I'm basically full. As I said, let's, for whatever reason, purchase all the shoes you have. I don't know. Oh, you have medicine. I have never used it. Now I will have it. Alright. I'm pausing and the trader is gone. So basically, in the middle of summer, they are gone. So about the fields, yeah, it's tricky. I don't like it. It's a really stupid system. Let's be honest. It's not the first game it has. I will absolutely defend. There is a game also in early access, Ostriv. They have that game. It has way better, I'd say, this approach, because this is quite annoying and stupid, because there is no good strategy, or every strategy is good, because whenever you do something, you will lose something. For example, if you want to get back your fertility, the option is to have this clover. Once you make it happen, it has weed suppression low, so weed will come back. There is a chance that you can, make this combo, clover with buckwheat, right? Basically mix. But if you overuse one particular culture, for example here, yeah, this is a perfect example. You see, the problem comes and it will affect beans, peas, buckwheat, carrots. Do not ignore it. Do not ignore it. So how it works is, as you can see now, I have buckwheat. So this infection will progress. Next year I have what is this? Turnip and cabbage, right? No carrots, no buckwheat, no peas, no bean. Maybe next season this infection will go away because there will be no culture to grow on. So this is the thing. If I had again any of those 4 affected cultures growing there, then this disease will progress. And as you can see, crop loss is 7% now, but at the peak there is 30%. I had at one point ignored it and just grew and thought, it will go away. It didn't go away. For example, here is a good example. Every season I will have this stupid current disease that will grow on and on and on until I will have 30% every time off. How to fight it? Do anything else that is not on this disease list. I can do beans, peas, buckwheat, carrots. What we have, okay, fine. Let's add this to improve our fertility rate. Just like that. Well, the infection is quite big. That might be enough, might not, we'll see. And that's it, basically. Yeah, I will add one more thing. These 3 items, as you can see, they are wheat. They will give you wheat. There is one, this is wheat, this is wheat, this is wheat. So don't think that these are different. The all outcome is the same, and the same goes for the roots. For roots we have, well, okay, cabbages are separate cabbages, but then as you can see, these root vegetables, they are all together. It counts as one. The same goes for fruits. You have apples, pears, and what was the third one? So you see, they are kind of combined. So yeah, sorry, my mistake. There's 2 beans. They are counted together as beans. Then everything that is root vegetables and greens. I think the cabbages are counted in there. Yeah, I have some preserved, but so this is the core of it. And all right, last points about the food. I will show you an example. These are fishing slots. I have 3 fishers that are gathering. As you can see, perfectly defined, covered and everything. It doesn't work like that. It's stupid. I don't like it. I hate it, because this is the reason why I have one of them turned off. Because if they all 3 work, they kind of share altogether the amount of fish in the water. So anyways, if I run all 3 of them, they all will run out of the fish at one point and just have nothing. Currently, even if they are not even sharing the same fishing areas, the same spots, you see those blue markers, these are the spots that is given to this fisher, and that. but somehow they still do the sharing. And from amount of fishing spots you see, you have these fishing areas, you have this bonus. So this one is excellent because there's also this school of fish that gives extra 50. So this is crazily high fishing productivity point. Sounds good? Wait a second. Even with the high yield, I have 225 fishes through the whole freaking goddamn year. And right next to it, damn it, where are my, why there is no deers are run away? Awesome. So yeah, for example, I assume this is a bug because you see, it says there is nothing to hunt, where there is 7 deers right here. And currently I can show you that because game is mistakenly saying I yielded no meat yesterday, but normally those 2 hunters that are so close to the hunting grounds, especially deer hunting grounds, they can manage to pull up 480. I have seen the maximum amount of meat they produce through the year. Remember this fisher that has 230 plus bonus yields 250, and this almost 500, 2 times more. Long story short, fishermen suck. They are the worst. They're absolutely the worst. The garbage. From other hand, hunter cabin, if you have in close proximity deers, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's where the meat is coming. Why I'm saying deer and not boars? Because boars, as you can see, I have somewhere 5. They are not staying close to this point. They are roaming around. So you will be hard. You will have hard time to hunt them down, right? They are giving more meat. They have more meat than normally, but also villagers run away from them. There's a lot of problems with that. So yeah, long story short, hunt deer, period. Let's try to look. I have other hunters as well. Oh, they all are just, yeah. You see, this is going further away, but still will outperform fisher in no time. You see, this is the area. One area with water, where one fisherman gathers it all and 260 bonus points because 24 fishing areas manages to get 258 fish. Only give it a little bit more time and these hunters will bring even more. So you see, this fisher, this hunter next to the deer, so close, already has 300 gathered. So yeah, you got the point. Fish bad, hunter great. Last but not least, let's talk about forgers. They're also given in the first level. You gather things. Basically, the only source for willow, for eggs, for nuts, medical roots I haven't found, shrooms. So basically, yeah, they're gatherers. The problem with gatherers, huge problem, is, as you can see, this is, I have marked blueberry, like I'm looking for the resources. I can remove it, yeah, but I don't want to. So as you can see, this is the place where I can get these eggs. If I want to do that, I will gather absolutely nothing else. So do I want a building that is getting 20 eggs and nothing else? Or As you can see, it's set here. You can't see, but you should be able. So as you can see, this is the area that I am actually marking. So I'm gathering herbs, eggs, and berries. These are berries, yes. The one and only thing good about Forger, if you really have to have it, these blueberry bush can be removed and moved. So for example, if you find these to be a little bit too far away, click on them and ask someone to go get them and plant somewhere closer. Otherwise than that, forgers, I would focus mainly to gather herbs, so you have medicine to heal your people, and willow. I haven't found any spot, at least on this map, where willow is. I would expect somewhere near water, but not a single willow has been seen. So I also have problems with baskets, because I can build them only if I purchase that willow, that I'm doing as well. So yeah, and also we'll touch a little bit Arborist. Oh, why it moves so crazily. Okay, this is some crazy effect, but middle of the year, and this one probably 126. At one point, I think the maximum I have seen 250 gathered fruits, but this is basically it. This is the area where you can plant and it will gather. That's it. So for just 200, a bit more fruits, it's really hard to encourage you to get these arborists. I'd say probably from the food amount perspective, they are absolutely the worst. Then second would be fishermen's. Hunters, depends, yeah, how far you have to bring them. But mostly, remember these fields you can grow since first day, since beginning. This is the building crop field right away. Some crazy fertility rates, and that's how you can do it. And of course you can increase the fertility rate by compost, a lot of things. I'm not going to explain everything, but well, I'm not explaining. I am bitching about this stupid food spoiling so fast. Oh, nobody to collect poo-poos because it was full. My bad. Yeah. I don't know what more to add. Build everything. Yeah. Last point. I don't think if I will post this video, but stolen idea, which actually is just lazy building from my brother, who builds whole town without any road. Who needs roads? This is also an interesting approach. Most of the games will have this thing. When you place a building, let me pick any building. There is an arrow, right, where the entrance is. If that arrow square is not linked with the road, building is not working. This is not the case. This is literally not the case. I have working camp, hunter leagues. There are some buildings where you don't have that arrow. Let me find one. I said one. No. Small place also had. Which building? Give me 1 second. I have a little bit. Placed. That place something somewhere. Yeah. Yes, this fire log splitter. You see, there is no. Oh, I found. There is no entrance point. Why? Because basically any point is entrance point, and the same is true with the arrows, without the arrows. You see this garbage style building I did? Yeah, these are some... They're going by, and there is no left room in between. Most of the buildings are just jammed together because roads take space, and once you need the high desirability levels, it's pretty nasty to improve. Well, I still managed to have 121 desirability point, but yeah. So downside, probably it's they are moving slower, but who the hell cares? Where I have this industrial area, yeah, you see the desirability a little bit lower. Here I have roads, so yeah, it's, I don't know, hard. It's really hard for me to say how big of an impact roads without roads we have, but yeah, that's something you can take. I know it looks like garbage, but hey, desirability level 170, beat that. I challenge you. It's a joke. Maybe I will sort it out at one point. Maybe not. So that's it. I will end it here. Explain how to defend, explain the food. Once you have food running, rest of that is easy. Because if you need more workers, which by the way you need to all the time monitor, because you see I have 66 laborers out there available to work, but this spot, this grocer, nah. I guess it's a bug where it's sometimes not filling in, and guard. Why? Okay, fine. Okay, I have forgotten to turn off one of the towers. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one is working? Why are you running? Why are you running? Okay, I don't care. Not going to look. Okay. Last advice. First 2 tiers, absolutely, I'd say even the 3rd and 4th or whatever, hospital will take your money. This is the first building you have to build, service building that actually spends your money. You don't have to. You just disable it and leave it. People will get ill. Sometimes they will cure on their own, faster, sooner, but I saw no point of spending that hard-earned 30 golds monthly every time someone calls. Now, when I have a little bit more money, I don't care. Fine. Get 2 doctors, I don't care. So yeah, running without it, absolutely fine. No problem there. A lot of other things, like reducing the distance between granary, mill, and bakery. And yeah, well, absolutely essential. You will see transferring goods already takes 61%, but you will find the rest of it. This is nothing else. And yeah, while we are at it, keeping an eye so you produce food and eat it, not just let it spoil, might be a good idea. Alright, 86% education level. Most, if not all, buildings upgraded. Okay, this is the last additional ones. They are fine if they are not. Something on fire. Once you have, and you will have water, these water wells all around, I would advise to place them. They are not there because of the fires going on. They are because they improve desirability. This is one of the cheapest ways to have water have some decreased chance of building burning down, improved desirability, cheap, no labor needed, no monthly cost. Those wells are just godsend, right? Okay. Now I will shut up. The rest of that, easy. It's nothing. It's nothing new. It's nothing. If you have played Anno or any strategy game, it's easy. There's nothing simple. Yeah. I'm not saying I don't like it. I see the hype around it. I see the potential in it. So far, just absolutely annoying spoilage thing. I will call it Spoilage Frontier. Yes, this game will be Spoilage Frontier from now on. Alright, if you have any questions, suggestions, anything, I will most likely try to play hardest map. There is a map where nothing grows, the desert, the absolutely hardest. I don't know if you want to see that or not. I don't know. Let me know in a comment section. I am rooting for the game to develop at the stage where it actually has some difficulties and more in-depth things. Annoying thing, absolutely annoying thing, you cannot in any way or shape or form set how much this thing you want on your storage. For example, here you can see grain that shouldn't be there. I fixed that, but arrows are just being brought here, so I can't limit to 1000. It will be all or nothing, which basically leaves to the 1 point. Only one option how to manage storage is building as much storage warehouses as many we have resources, and then setting, okay, this storehouse is for coats, this storehouse is for tools. No other way to, because you will end up with this situation where you produce something a little more than you should, and then it's just full and you can do nothing about it. Why can't you limit? Why can't you set a limit? 1000 grain, rest of that let it spoil. Nope. I will murder every single warehouse with grain because it's a season. Oh my god. Alright. One last fertility increasement and we are off. We are. Let's look on a grand theater. Alright guys, we'll meet in other videos. If you like the video, like. If you dislike, what can I do? I am who I am. Alright, cheers.